Hebrews chapter 2 verse 17. Therefore, in all things he had to be made like his brethren, that he might be a merciful and faithful high priest, in things pertaining to God, to make propitiation for the sins of the people. In the Old Testament, the Israelites standing as a nation before God was wrapped up in the standing of their high priest. What the high priest was before God, so was the entire nation before God. If the high priest sinned, he brought guilt on his nation, and God would reject the entire nation, no matter how law-abiding the people were, or how faithful they were in bringing their sacrifices. Conversely, if their high priest was without fault, and acceptable to God, God would accept the whole nation, even if the people were sinful. Unfortunately, the high priests of Israel often failed, because like any human being, they were imperfect. Thank God that today, you and I have Jesus as our high priest, who is 100% man, and 100% God. As our high priest, his standing before God is always right. Jesus is always acceptable and pleasing to the Father. Therefore, we can never lose our acceptance with God, because as our high priest, Jesus only brings righteousness on his people. In heaven right now, Jesus our high priest, is seated at the right hand of God the Father. This means that God does not look at you. He looks at Jesus. If Jesus is good, you are good. If Jesus is accepted, you are accepted. If God sees Jesus perfect, then he sees you perfect. If Jesus is righteous, then you are righteous. And we know that Jesus our high priest, is good, accepted, perfect, and righteous, which means that is how God sees us. Brethren, you cannot lose your right standing, because Jesus Christ is your high priest. To lose your standing, Jesus has to lose his standing first. But we know that we have in Jesus a high priest, who is perfect and who cannot fail. So you need never be afraid or conscious of your faults when you come before God, because your standing is completely wrapped up in Jesus your high priest. You can come to God boldly and receive all that you need from him. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and comment. Feel free to share with someone who needs God's grace right now. Kindly subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified. And watch other inspirational videos like this.